series needed from 37 in red.
He did a great job against the North Bay Battalion score. Connor McDavid, Dylan Strome show go to work on the power play.
And so Brown and Mermis get the defensive assignment. It's Latour and Cassels up front. Mermis comes up with a puck. He can't get it by Baptiste, but Cassels will send it out. And Dermott has to circle inside his own line. Remains on. 35 seconds left to go in the power play. Baptiste at center. Stick handles, gives to McDavid. McDavid with a shot looking for the far side, just missed. Strome walks into the face-off circle, behind the net for McDavid. McDavid back to Strome. Strome toe drag, shot, hit a skate, another shot. Big save, Appleby, big rebound, cleared by Cassels. Down the ice, 10 seconds left in the man advantage, and Williams will have to play it away from Cassels. McDermott pokes it ahead to Radish. Across for Remy Ellie. Ellie across the line, shot blocked, gets the stick up on Josh Brown. Fans want a call there as Cassels will tip the puck ahead. Mistily back on the ice. Stuck in the zone, Radish's shot, that's blocked by Brown, and Mistily will take a bump. Erie Greyhounds, and in 6 ended that series. Generals needed 5, and then 6 against the Battalion. Hunter Smith in on the forecheck, comes into Genovese, dislodges the puck too, but just swept a little too far from him in the slot. Here comes McDavid the other way, working on Brown. McDavid a shot, kept to the outside, and he shot it wide. Ellie will tip it back inside his own point. It's the Generals' blue line. McDavid carries the puck across center. Here comes Connor McDavid. Cassels wins the draw, losing his stick, his marksman off the face-off, and so he'll be forced to play down to 3.5 men, basically. Here's Van de Sample at the point. Across to Dow Cole, in front. Lindbergh, a shot just wide. Smith tried to wrap it into the side, hit the side of the net. And Dow Cole couldn't keep back end. Genovese and Radish. Cole Cassels falls at center, gets the puck across the line, and then lost it. And Lindbergh will tee it up for Van de Sample. The Generals will start their breakout again.
Gens have to be aware of Connor McDavid, even while shorthanded. It's what can bite teams when they're thinking pure offense.
Erie with a pretty good...
Was the one-handed beauty from Connor McDavid.
Here's a good stretch pass to Mistily, trying to get around Dermott. Good play by Dermott to keep him to the outside. McCarron keeps the puck in, or Dow Cole does at the points. Cole Cassels, the Vancouver third rounder, gives to Mistily, back to Cassels. Cassels on the backhand, pulled it back smartly, gives to Mermis. Mermis skating in, hooked by Donné.
What better way to stop McDavid? They want to spend time in the Otters zone.
McCarron from DeRoche and Mermis, the official power play goal for the Generals. Put up the scoring. McDermott starts ahead, stripped to the puck, and will start away.
It just reminds me so much of Tyler Myers when you take a look at Troy Donné on the back end for the Otters.
McDavid is out, so is the Cassels line. McDermott will send it in. Latour with McDavid draped all over him, centered in front. Ellie couldn't get to it. Cassels is watching him closely and strips him of the puck. Now Hunter Smith one-on-one against McDermott. Here's a good size matchup. Smith forgot the puck, however, and McDermott will get it ahead for Ellie. He's got McDavid, gives him the puck. McDavid trying to get around the outside, swept it in front, and a good block by Mermis. He took his man. And Cole Cassels wins the face-off against McDavid. Mermis gets the puck to Brown, up the boards for Latour, and the Generals are out of the zone. Hunter Smith had it in his skates, couldn't find it. Alex DeBrincat did, and we'll give it to Connor McDavid, who makes that turn inside his blue line. This time, bank pass for Ellie. That didn't work, sent back inside the...
Versus Cassels, though, DeBrincat taking the draw and loses cleanly.
Cassels won the draw again. Smith able to tip it out. Here's Latour with a stride. Latour stops, looks for Cassels to set up, gets him the puck, a quick shot. That one hit the equipment of Dermott. And McDavid's got the puck going the other way. Quickly to DeBrincat. McDavid goes to the net. A shot. And will turn it across the Generals line. Genovese is shot off the stick of Carlisle. Strome on the far side. Bumped by DeRoche. And Chris Carlisle, the Fort Lee, New Jersey native, will start ahead to Hunter Smith. Long lead pass for Latour. Got a tip on it. So icing waved off. Latour and Dermott go into the end boards. Ellie able to skate the other way as Genovese was all locked up with Hunter Smith in behind the play. Cassels battling against DeBrincat. McDavid circling dangerously on the offensive zone. Hunter Smith tapped ahead of him by Radish. And a good play by Radish. He was flat-footed and got the puck away from Smith. Here's Donnie. McDavid being watched by Dakota Mermis up at the Generals blue line, sent in by DeBrincat. McDavid can't beat Mermis to the puck, but he takes a huge hit from Remi Ellie. And now McDavid steals the puck, looks out front. Ellie just trying to tap it towards the net. Cassels will come up with it. Radish, did he grab that puck? Generals fans think he did. Closed.
We know which way the GMC faithful felt about that call with the boos raining down.
Cassels will send it in for Oshawa. Evan Williams doesn't have to play the puck all that much behind his net. Look out, here's Smith on a...
Something they'll need to clean up.
Can't really fault Williams on the goal. It was a power play opportunity. He made the initial stop. Rogers CB crew in Durham. It is 4-on-4 to start the second period as Miners assessed to Nick Betts of the Erie Otters and Dakota Mermis. Well, the Oshawa Generals at the end of the first. Lindbergh carries the puck across. Cassels will get to it. Lindbergh back to Cassels. Looks cross ice to Van de Sample. Mitchell Van de Sample walks in, score! And McDavid is back out on the ice, lurking deep. And Josh Brown quickly changing for the Generals to get on. Ellie will settle it down and start back the other way. Donnie. The Rangers free agent signing sends a puck towards the net. Ellie was tripped up. And maybe Van de Sample getting away with one there. He's got the stick into the feet of Remi Ellie. Van de Sample, the latest Generals fourth goal scorer, will get it deep into the Erie end. And he will shadow McDavid as Mermis and Betts step back on. Back to 5-on-5. Murphy across for Betts, couldn't handle it. Mermis will send it out to center. His opposite will lead the rush up the middle. Dakota Mermis gives to Cassels on his backhand, swept it for Mistally, and now Cassels will steal. Old Cassels turning. Cassels looking to feed it to Sorelli. Couldn't. One hand on the stick as he battles against Jake Marchment. Sorelli bound came out off the pad of Appleby, but the Generals will clear that to the line and out. Genovese to McDermott. Ahead for Remi Ellie. Passes McDavid. Wants to drop him the puck. Instead carries on. Ellie into the corner. Sweeps around the boards for DeBrincat. McDavid out in the high slot. Lurking. DeRoche as Ellie came over and just knocked the pile down, including his own man DeBrincat. And away comes Latour the other way with Smith and Cassels. Latour. The Sample will send the puck around, and Hunter Smith overskates it for the moment. Now we'll get it ahead to Latour. He's got Cassels with him. Latour dropped for Cassels, couldn't handle it. And Strome will pick it up. Banks off the boards to Maximovich onside. Stops a shot and got a weak one away, and that was easily handled by Appleby. There's Dermott. Just backhands it in some open space, intercepted by Cassels, and he'll start a 3-on-2. Cassels, the trailer, trying to get it across to Smith, and it's broken up nicely. And back the other way comes Fellows. Fellows. Maximovich going to net. Fellows gets through most of the DeRoche hip check. Puck gobbled up by Templeton, and now...
Only in this period, but in the first, I think the defensive structure of the Oshawa Generals is starting to frustrate the Erie Otters.
Hold up. Donnie will start from his own blue line for DeBrincat. Can't gain the zone cleanly.
Big, powerful forward, and we've got a taste of his physical play in this game number 1 already. He's not afraid to hit anything that moves.
Generals control the face-off again, and McDavid will start inside his own blue line, starts to crank it up. Bank pass. Ellie tried to drop it for McDavid at the blue line. That one was broken up. Now Kerr Smith, who slashes the puck. Now McDavid tried to sweep it free. Does. Ahead for DeBrincat. Josh Brown will steal that, however. And Lindbergh will start the other way. Puck swept off of his stick, went right through the blue ice. Latour will keep it alive for Hunter Smith. And now the Generals faithful start to get loud as McDavid gets it ahead for DeBrincat. End of a shift, and he loses the puck to Josh Brown. Sent in. Hunter Smith tried for a big bump on McDermott. Romer on the ice together with Baptiste, and trying for the long breakout pass, but the Generals bring it back the other way. Sent in by Cassels. McDermott, nice little feed to Darren Radish. Cassels was on his horse back, didn't see the puck. There's been a turnover. Now McDavid tries to settle it down inside the Oshawa zone. Can't get around the defenseman Brown, and it's sent out to center, and here comes and start away ahead for Cole Cassels. Cassels has Latour, gives him the puck on the outside.
Not like it was tucked against his pad.
Here's the long lead pass for Radish, battling with Van de Sample. Puck is loose, bounced ahead by the Generals, and Cassels turns. He He's got Lindbergh with him. Cassels looking for Hunter Smith, going to the net. The puck went right through him. And Strome wins it cleanly. Back to the point. Dermott, long shot. That hit Brown in front. He's shadowing McDavid, and the Generals will get it out to center. Just want to get something going offensively before the buzzer sounds. They send it in high. Mermis, first one on it. Takes a bump from McDavid. Brown lift McDavid out again. Cassels out to meet him, along with Brown, who's got the puck, and Dakota Mermis on the defensive side for Oshawa.
As the North Bay Battalion are so stingy on the defensive side of the puck, he said, yeah, hopefully it's opened up a little bit for me. And as an offensive guy, I want to hit the score sheet. All it took was 2 periods and a couple of seconds. Dow Cole is on the score sheet with his first goal.
End boards, puck sent around. Dermott takes a bump from Cassels. Peterson off the bench, keeps it alive, goes all the way. Another apple for him, and just like Apple, his stock is rising when it comes to the NHL draft upcoming. Projected as a 4th or 5th round pick by NHL Central Scouting. He could find himself in the top 100 by the end of this.
And the kid has room to grow as well, has a big frame, obviously still young. He has room to fill out.
Centered out front, Donnie turns and fires, blocked by Josh Brown, gets it right back, sends it to Strome. Strome right through the blue ice from the point. A shot by Radish is blocked, another long shot, kicked it out by Appleby, turning his Strome, couldn't get the shot away. Donnie saucers to Strome. Now some pressure from the Otters and a penalty coming behind the play. Head for Dow Cole. Gains the line. Feeds it in front. Cassels has a man in front. Couldn't get the pass behind his back to him. And on there.
The second period, and the Erie Otters, Remy Ellie's had perhaps the best game for anyone on that squad. Not only with their only goal, but lots of big hits and the best rush of the game, minus the McDavid dish.
Here's Latour across the line. A shot looking for a tip from Smith. Rebound comes to Cassels. He loses it to McDavid. Now McDavid ahead for DeBrincat. The trailer Ellie. The pass was behind him. Broken up by Latour. Look out. DeBrincat steals that from behind. So the puck comes out to center. DeBrincat drops it down. He's got Ellie. High slot. Pass was behind him. Couldn't get the one-timer away. And Hunter Smith will bring it back the other way for Oshawa. Here's McDavid twisting and weaving. DeBrincat dropped at center. Hunter Smith almost had a breakaway pass, but DeBrincat's got it back. Gives it to McDavid. Connor McDavid stops, turns back to the point. Genovese across for Donnie, winds and fires. Here come the Generals again. Latour to the slot, a shot, and wow, that one. Takes a look at the clock, and well, now is when you start to see time being a bit of an enemy for the Erie Otters, but there's still lots of it left in the game. 8.5 minutes to go. Marchment sends it around from the point. Murphy couldn't keep it in. And now change. They want the anti-McDavid line out. Ellie takes a long lead pass. Couldn't really handle it. Bodies now with Latour, who falls. McDavid in digging for it. He takes a bump from Brown. Centered. And Hunter Smith the only one there for the Generals. And he'll skate it out to center and just dump it right back in the other way. Brown spying McDavid. Williams held the puck. Hunter Smith tried to free it. And now McDermott hit Latour with his centering pass, sent on net by Latour. And it goes off Williams and out Brown with McDavid right there. Back into the Erie zone, and Darren Radish will pick it up. Cassels sweeps it a puck away from Maximovich. McDavid will pick it up and turn inside his own zone. Then off the glass and out by the point. Hit the side of the net. Cassels will pick it up there and start away. Looks cross ice to Peterson. On net. Good job though by Mermis and Brown collapsing too to keep McDavid to the outside. Now to Ellie, a shot stopped by Cassels in front. Couldn't get it out. Ellie again, a shot blocked by Cassels. Ellie again, a shot blocked by Hunter Smith. Back to Dermott. Might have some cracked shin pads in the Oshawa Generals lineup. McDavid lifts the stick of Mermis. Now McDavid falls, looks to the referee. No call coming. Cassels will get it to the line. Kept in by Ellie. Fans don't like that. Mermis with McDavid in tow gives it away. McDavid in front. trying to get it free, and now finally the shot from a bad angle. Appleby has a little struggle with that. Kept it out, however, and Cassels battles with Betts in the corner. Trying to free the puck, Cole Cassels. Stopped on the boards, though, by Taylor Radish. And the Generals will come up with it. Latour will skate away, knowing his mates need a change. Cassels ushered out against McDavid, so Latour will come in, wins the draw to the point to Brown. Hopped over his stick. Josh Brown can't find a lane to the net, just wants to send it in deep for Hunter Smith to kill some time. Cross for Cassels. Latour, high slot, a shot, rebound. They stopped by Williams, and Williams still digging for it. They score! Hunter Smith with the
Oshawa Generals had to listen to why they would not win this series despite being the top-ranked team in the CHL for 16 weeks running. Well, a statement has been made, and a claim to perhaps who is the top dog has